My name's Adam Gemelli. I work at CDL Construction as a general manager. Been here for 23 years. The company's a family-owned and run business established in 1978 by three partners, Alex, Terry and Gil. Currently, Alex Canale is the founding director. At 81 years old, still heavily involved in the business. Started out doing smaller earthworks and footpaths and what have you, and then eventually getting into the bigger commercial and residential subdivisions and construction. We specialise in bulk excavation, piling and remediation. Carried out a lot of work in Melbourne over the years, apartment basements to shopping centres to subdivisions. Early days we had our own boiler maker full-time, and we built a lot of our buckets purpose-made. We still have a lot of the buckets that were built 30, 35 years ago, and we saw an opportunity to speak to A2 about their buckets. We liked the durability of them, and we thought it was time to upgrade the fleet. So that was the first machine purchased by the company. That was prior to hydraulic excavators. So this machine was utilised for excavation, loading truck, spreading crushed rocks. We have 3 in the fleet, and this one just recently restored. So when we went to purchase the 2 new machines, add to the fleet, we had noticed a lot of A2 equipment, attachments and hitches on a lot of plant in Melbourne. So we started doing a bit of research, went out to their factory and saw the quality of the product. So we started the conversation between Attach2 and Komatsu to see what was going to work for our existing equipment and attachment, buckets, hammers, gravels, and what was going to work with the new stuff on some of our existing machines. We got engaged with A2 to talk about introducing them to our fleet and increasing the fleet of buckets across the board. Through their sales representative, we started designing and getting some shop drawings done. When we looked further into it and studied the design of their buckets and the efficiencies we would gain with the design of how it was digging a hole, how it was digging a trench, it really appealed to us and to our business. And also the durability, the thickness of the bucket and the mechanics of the hitch itself. And then as we do specialised foundations, we were really looking at a tilt hitch that suited tight access areas. And having a look and discussions with Attach2, we found the right appropriate hitch and buckets that were going to serve our business for retention systems and excavation of footings. So I'm finally deciding to go with Attach2. We ended up purchasing 2 2-metre mud buckets, 2 1600 bulking buckets and 2 600 trenching buckets. We felt that would complement the fleet that we had and suit the new machines and the hitches that we purchased. The latest addition to our fleet being the Komatsu PC290 and PC228 Zero Swing. Being a family run and owned business, we liked the personal touch, and we felt that Attach2 was really welcoming to us and our workshop manager to go down, have a look, walk around their yard, speak to their engineers, and there was always a point of contact, not just send an email and we'll get back to you. We could actually ring up and have a conversation. Initially, we had Daryl come out to our yard with a trailer full of equipment to sample what he had and what they could offer. He came out probably 18 months prior to us conversing with him, but him coming out, introducing himself, had us right at the tip of our tongue of who to think about and who to call. We had many conversations, we engaged with their engineers, shop drawings, but Daryl really put in the hard yards and made himself available to us and known to us when we needed. And as our fleet evolved and we purchased Komatsu, we really wanted our fleet looking one colour and looking presentable. They managed to develop a colour which we could get all our fleet looking the same. With our decision of choosing Attach2 for hitches and attachments, the aftermarket support was very important for us. We felt that being the family-run business, they were able to respond to us quickly, engage with us, what we needed, any technical information, their engineers were on standby for us, and if we needed replacement buckets, it was available. So the aftermarket was very important to us because we can't afford to be waiting on responses via email. The personal touch with Daryl was really important, and so far they've lived up to their word.